A 180-pound black king corso vanished into the wilderness every single night for 3 months. His family had no idea where he went or why. They'd wake up at dawn to find him on the porch, exhausted, bleeding, covered in mud and scratches that told stories no one could read. They tried following him. They tried locking him inside. Nothing worked. And then one freezing night, the truth revealed itself in the most heartbreaking, most beautiful way imaginable. This is Titan, and this is the story of a protector whose love language was written in scars. Titan wasn't born into neglect. He was born into expectation. His first owner, a man named Marcus from the outskirts of Atlanta, wanted the perfect family guardian, and Titan delivered. Maybe too perfectly. By 18 months, Titan was already pushing 170 pounds, a wall of solid muscle wrapped in a coat so black it seemed to swallow light itself. His eyes tracked everything, every car that slowed down, every stranger who walked too close, every shadow that moved across the yard. Marcus thought he wanted protection. What he got was a dog who didn't understand the word off. Titan didn't bark warnings, he became warnings. When the mail carrier approached, Titan stationed himself at the door like a statue carved from stone. When neighbors stopped by, Titan transformed into a living, breathing barrier. Marcus's friends started making excuses. "Dude, I love you, but your dog looks at me like I'm a threat to national security," one of them said, half joking. But Marcus wasn't laughing anymore. Titan's instinct wasn't endearing, it was overwhelming. Marcus couldn't host barbecues. His daughter's friends refused to come over. His wife felt trapped in her own home. So Marcus made a choice that would haunt him for years. He surrendered Titan to a rural shelter in North Georgia and never looked back. The shelter knew Titan would be hard to rehome. He was massive, he was intense, and when people walked past his kennel, Titan didn't wag his tail or press against the bars like the other dogs. He just sat there, motionless, watching with eyes that seemed to measure your soul. But then David and Emma walked in. They weren't looking for a pet, they were looking for purpose on 4 legs. The couple had just inherited a farmhouse on 53 acres in rural Tennessee, surrounded by dense forest and miles from the nearest neighbor. And they'd heard the stories, packs of feral dogs roaming at night, coyotes getting bolder, things moving through the trees that people didn't want to name. They needed a guardian. And when they saw Titan sitting in that kennel, unshakable and ancient in his stillness, they knew. "We'll take him," David said. The shelter director hesitated. His previous owner gave him up because he was too protective. He's not for everyone. Emma locked eyes with Titan. Titan locked eyes with Emma, and for the first time in 7 months, his tail moved. Just once, but it moved. I see you haven't subscribed yet, and honestly, that breaks my heart more than you know. This channel survives because of people like you who care about stories that matter. Titan's story deserves to be heard, and if you're still here, it means something moved you. Hit that subscribe button right now. Not for me, but because what happens next will change everything you thought you knew about loyalty, love, and sacrifice. Don't let this story disappear into the algorithm. Subscribe right now. Titan came home on a Saturday morning, but he wasn't like other dogs. He didn't curl up on the couch or beg for belly rubs. He didn't follow them around seeking affection. Titan had a mission, and comfort wasn't part of the job description. During the day, he walked the property line in precise patterns, his eyes scanning the tree line like a soldier on watch. At night, he positioned himself on the porch, perfectly still, staring into the darkness for hours. And then the disappearances began. 4 weeks after adoption, David woke up at 2:34 a.m. to get water. He glanced out the window. Titan was gone. He checked the front door. Locked. Back door. Locked. But Titan had vanished. At 6:12 a.m., just as dawn broke over the hills, David heard the heavy sound of paws on wood. He opened the door, and there was Titan, panting, dirt caked into his coat, deep scratches across his shoulder, absolutely exhausted. "Where were you?" David whispered. Titan walked past him, drained an entire bowl of water, and collapsed on the floor. It happened again the next night, and the night after that, and every single night for 3 months straight. Titan would disappear somewhere between midnight and 3 a.m., and every morning he'd return at sunrise, looking like he'd been through combat. David and Emma tried everything. They installed motion cameras, but Titan somehow avoided every angle. They tried locking him inside, but he'd pace and whine and scratch at the door until the sound became unbearable. They tried following him, but the second they stepped outside, Titan would freeze and refuse to move until they went back inside. "He's protecting something," Emma said one morning, running her fingers over a fresh wound on Titan's ribs. "He's not running away. He's on patrol." David wasn't convinced. Patrol for what? There's nothing out there but trees and fields. But Emma understood guardian breeds. Cane Corsos weren't companions. They were ancient Roman war dogs bred to defend estates, to face down threats that would send other dogs running. Titan wasn't being stubborn. He was following 2,000 years of genetic programming. Still, it was destroying him. The cuts were getting deeper. Titan was losing weight. His paws were cracked and bleeding. Whatever he was doing in those woods every night was breaking him down piece by piece. 3 months passed. 3 months of sleepless nights and mornings spent finding Titan barely able to stand. And then one night, everything finally made sense. It was 11:51 p.m. when they heard it. Barking. A pack. Deep, aggressive, getting closer. David grabbed a flashlight and stepped onto the porch. Dozens of glowing eyes were moving through the darkness toward the farmhouse. A pack of feral dogs, maybe 15 strong, advancing like a small army. And then, Titan. He exploded out of the darkness like a black missile, 180 pounds of pure fury. He launched himself into the center of the pack, targeting the alpha immediately, flipping him onto his back with terrifying precision. The pack scattered within seconds, disappearing back into the woods. Titan stood there in the moonlight, chest heaving, blood dripping from a gash on his neck, his eyes still locked on the tree line. At the emergency vet an hour later, a woman with a trembling border collie stared at Titan. "That's the dog," she whispered. "He saved my dog from that pack 2 weeks ago." The vet examined Titan carefully. "He's been doing this for months, hasn't he? This dog has been protecting your entire area alone, every single night." Emma wrapped her arms around Titan's massive neck, tears streaming down her face. "This was your love language the whole time." Titan leaned into her and closed his eyes. Because love doesn't always look soft. Sometimes it looks like scars. Sometimes it looks like standing guard when no one's watching. Titan wasn't cold. He was committed. If this story moved you, subscribe right now. Drop a comment below. Would you trust a guardian like Titan? Or does loyalty this fierce scare you? See you in the next one.